Okay, so a year ago when I did my hokey pokey, it's so funny, hokey pokey, because I think about it now, and it was so much more than just a little hokey pokey. It was literally like I was a whole new person for a while, and then I came off a sub, and it's been such a process. And that's exactly what it is. It's a process, and I get so hard on myself, get so stuck, and it feels like, when you're stuck, you're like, I'm stuck. I'll never get out. Like all these hopeless thoughts, those don't help. I think like being forced to be around, like do things, the holidays come and I've got kids and I'm forced to go around family. I'm forced to like clean my house and do these things so that it's decent for my kids. And it's helpful for me to be around people when I'm stuck in that spot. It's like, it's this weird spot of like, I have anxiety when I go around people, but at the same time, the more I go around people, the less anxiety I have. So it's that weird spot. It does get better. And then some days it's there, but I know ways to help it today. And when you're in that depression, you're not always willing to do those things, but I've decided I don't want to live this way. Like I'm not stuck. Like even just playing one podcast for 5 minutes on those beginning days, those are what was helpful. Cause I was trying to reflect, like I feel like I'm still getting right back into it. So like I was kind of having a hard time for 6 months or so and not really doing all the things I know help me. I'm not fully blaming myself though. Like there's so much more to it than just me not doing it. There's chemical things going on when you come off of drugs and like all these other things. So and also like just yesterday or whatever, I guess the point, what I'm trying to think of and what I'm trying to say is like, what was the first thing that I did that kind of helped me start coming back out of this? It's so funny because I always see myself as like in a hole. I've gone back down or something, but really it's a journey. And like, even if I go like this, like, I feel like I'm always learning lessons. So I'm never really going down. It's just a journey of whatever it's supposed to be. And a big thing that's helped me right now is like, you guys know, is the cold showers, the baths and things like that. That's where it all starts for me. And so I started just make myself do that, right? And then in turn, because I do the cold shower, and to get me in the shower, I have to do the breathing, because that's the only way I'm getting in, okay? If I'm not doing the breathing, like heck no, and if I do get in, I'm getting right back out. So, and the breathing is what really, really puts me in my body, in this reality. I'm not escaping with video games or true crime and all that stuff. It forces me in a way to like deal with emotions that are physically trapped in my body and all those things. And that doesn't mean I've been doing like a bunch of them. I have done like a couple a week, but that was like the starting point for me. And now I've been like each day just listening to even just 5 minutes a podcast, or like something that's helpful for me. And for me, it's Tony Robbins, dude. This man speaks to my flipping heart. And it's also like I can't think of the word that he calls it, neuro something pathway, or it's like a trigger for me, a good trigger of like Tony Robbins is like what helped me completely transform myself. And when I look back, I'm like, dude, I didn't even know I could be that energetic. Like I didn't know I could physically, like I didn't know how good it could feel to work out, like how good it could feel to feel so good, and how shit could go on in my life. And I was like, fuck it, it's okay. Like no matter what happens, I am fucking good. And I really felt that to my core. And I think it's helped me so much, because now like when I feeling that depression of sorts again, it was like, okay, I feel this, although like I know how to, I know what it can really be like. I know there is hope, and I know it gets better. And what are you going to do? Basically, like this isn't how we roll anymore. We're not going to go to drugs, so you might as well get better, because we didn't get clean to fucking feel this miserable. I always talk about myself and like there's multiples of us. I don't know why I always say we, even in my mind, but yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to share that. I want to make these videos. People say they enjoy them, and I want to, I guess the part of what I didn't do a year ago was like it wasn't really a year ago. I think it was before that I started on this journey. It's definitely been the last few years, but I just wanted to like make them as I go, you know, the struggles as they come. And like, you know, even through all that, I kept thinking like, what was my starting point though? Like what really did it? And I don't know. I think it was people dying that I cared about and things like that. You know, you have to feel so much pain to turn your life around. And I can always think about that. That's always a driving factor for me. Like, John Michael died, and I want to make his death not be in vain. Like, I am going to make my life so fucking awesome, you know, that like, that's the most beautiful thing that could come of it. And then as in turn, like make his own kid's life awesome and things like that. So yeah. I'm feeling really good. Right now, like things aren't perfect, but that's the thing. Like that's okay. Like right now I'm looking out at my room and it's a damn mess because I've been sick and like all these things, but whatever. Like I'm taking care of it. Out there is a lot cleaner because I'm taking care of it. A little every day gets me where I want to be versus like, oh, all this stuff. Oh, and it's so heavy and I'll fucking never be able to finish it all. And you know, all that negative shit that doesn't help. So already today, I've done things different today than I've done in the past few days. And each day I'm doing a little bit more for myself. So I'm really grateful. I reached out on Facebook about starting some sort of just group for each other to share, you know, just share each other's shit and then maybe do a meditation or breathing or something. I don't even really care, but there's people, lots of people said yes, they want to do it. And I'm so excited. I feel like I've already spoken to some of them today and it feels so good. And like, that's all I want. Like, I know there's people that need this shit too, you know, and we just need to come together. And I was talking to one of my other friends who's on this path, but she lives near me and she doesn't have friends like this either. And I was like, and she's talking about, yeah, but you didn't have the support that you deserved or whatever growing up. And I'm like, yeah, but at some point we got to get our own support, right? Like at some point we got to make it fucking happen. So I'm taking responsibility and I'm fucking making it happen. And I want everybody else to feel it too, you know? So I love you guys. Do something for yourself, even if it's just fold one piece of laundry, you know, just one. As I say that, I'm like, okay, I will, because I've got a whole pile over here. And then out there, there's a whole pile that needs to be washed. It's only like 2 loads that need to be washed. But you guys know, when there's other things going on, it feels like a lot. Have a great day.